Welcome back to the Grab Some Popcorn podcast. Your hosts, Jared and Emmanuel, here to bring you movie news, movie reviews, and all around movie topics. Like, subscribe, and comment on whichever platform you're listening to this episode on, and be sure to check out previous episodes if you're listening for the first time. All right, y'all, welcome back. Episode 12. We're diving into Bugonia, the new bold sci-fi comedy from Yorgos Lanthimos, starring Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Aidan Delbis, and Alicia Silverstone. And this dark, funny take on conspiracy and identity. Two conspiracy-obsessed young men kidnap a powerful pharma CEO, convinced she's an alien from another planet. What starts as a bizarre plot spirals into chaos, satire, and question who really is the monster here. Let's unpack it, Emmanuel.
Yep.
Well, first, let's just give a quick premise of this movie. So, Teddy, he's the main character. He's played by Jesse Plemons, and his cousin Don, who's played by Aidan Delbis, kidnap Michelle Fuller, who's played by Emma Stone, under the belief that she is, in fact, an alien, planning to use Michelle as a bargaining tool to demand the aliens leave Earth. Teddy and Don shave Michelle's head, believing that her hair would allow her to communicate with her mothership. So I'll give you my first impressions of the movie first. I love how this movie wastes no time telling you what's going on, and they also waste no time conducting the kidnapping. There's a little bit of talking, narration done by Teddy in the beginning, but they really just get right into it. The pacing feels really good as the story flows, and nothing feels too hard to understand. The themes of conspiracy and alienation run rampant in this movie. You look at Teddy, he's obviously alienated from the real world and has indulged into conspiracy theories to the point of no return. And then you have Emma Stone's character, who's also alienated from society via the kidnapping and pretty much becomes the monster that they suspected her to be. What were your first impressions of this movie, Emmanuel?
First impressions, yeah, just like you said, I went into the movie not knowing exactly what I was getting into because, no offense to Emma Stone, but some of her movies are complete and total blockbuster hit, and I've also seen some that weren't my favorite, so I came in not knowing exactly what I was getting into, but like you said, it doesn't take very long for me to see a kidnapping happen, which was, I literally laughed. It was funny during that kidnapping scene. So it didn't take me much to get, something going to where I was like, okay. I'm watching to see what's happening. And then, she got kidnapped and started doing some weird stuff. So definitely that first 30 minutes or so, it was definitely kept me engaged. So first impressions were really good.
Yeah, definitely. Emotionally, I feel like just to touch back on the themes in the movie, alienation and conspiracy and the consequences of both. Teddy, like I just said, he was very deep in a conspiracy land. He believed a whole made up story from Michelle's character that she was actually an alien. He told her, she told him how they came when the dinosaurs were, when she told a whole made up story about when the dinosaurs came and how they infiltrated Earth. And we told her that, some antifreeze was a cure for a sick mother. And due to his extreme, gullibility, he ended up killing his own mother. But still even trusting her after the fact, going to her office and believing that he was about to get teleported. He was just, just so alienated from modern society and believing things that he read on YouTube. He was just very like very, very deep into it. And then you have Emma Stone's character. Now, even though she was alienated due to the kidnapping, I think a lot of the things that she did in the movie were out of desperation. But I also kind of felt like at the same time, you know, she's a CEO, successful, smart businesswoman. I feel like at the same time, she had to have consciously known what she was doing. So like, for example, um, with the cousin, when she got him to kill himself, basically, I feel like she kind of like, do you think she did that knowingly? Like, cause it was kind of easy to tell he was like on the spectrum. He obviously was a bit slow. You could tell just by like the way he spoke and his like infatuation with his cousin. Like, it was all a little weird. Like the dynamic between Teddy and Don definitely was a little weird. I thought that they were together, but then I remember like he called him cousin and I was like, wait, they're related, but it just seemed a little weird. So like that whole scene when they were in the basement and she was putting the pressure on him and got him to like shoot himself. Do you think she was in control in that moment, or do you
I
think?
think she was just acting out of desperation. I think she was just nervous and she was just saying whatever she needed to say in order to like survive. And, you know, she's obviously like a really smart, you know, she's the CEO of a pharmaceutical company. So she's obviously super smart. She knew what buttons to press to like, she was trying to get him to like agree to basically just let her go. And he was trained. I think he was like trained for a while, you know, he's not to like, you know, like do not let her get in your head type of deal. You know, don't let her go type of deal. You know, he was trained and I think they even said they castrated themselves to like really, he was trained not to let her do stuff. And I think it just, you know, he blew his own brains
They
out.
castrated themselves in case Michelle wanted to come on to them. They wanted to remove that temptation from them so that wouldn't even be an option. But okay, I hear what you're saying. But then what about the fact that she told him to inject the antifreeze into the mother's IV and that she would wake up? Like, she had to have known that was not going to happen at all. So that just goes back to the question I just asked you. Like, do you think maybe she was a little bit in control of what she was doing? Like, I get she was kidnapped, but when I really look at this movie and like just see how it all played out, I kind of feel like she's responsible for all three of their deaths, Don, Teddy, and the mother. Like, what do you think?
Possibly. I see kind of what you're getting at, possibly, because you're getting at the fact that she's a pharmaceutical CEO and that family might have had something on her, like, you know, that she, like, her medicine, like, killed or, like, paralyzed the mom in some way. So you're saying she might have, like, trying to, quote unquote, get rid of him. That might have been the case, but from the way I understood it, I think she was just super nervous and she said that just to get that guy out of the house so she can like escape or so she can try to get away. I still think she was acting out of just like nervousness and desperation, I think. But maybe I missed it and you caught it, the fact that maybe she was trying to kill him. I don't know.
Okay. What about for you? Was there any emotional impact for this movie for you, or how did it make you feel or think?
Emotional impact. I mean, I don't get really emotional on movies. It was, you know, she was like, I was just enjoying the whole fact of how, you know, she was kidnapped and they were doing it was just fun for me because I haven't seen a movie like this. Like it was, you know, the Jesse Plemons character, he's legit thinks that she's an alien and she does a really good job of like, at first she's like, no, I'm obviously not an alien. And then she realizes, hey, this guy's like legit crazy. And she's like, yeah, I'm an alien.
Yeah.
But she does such a good job of like being the captive. And she does such a good job of like, you know, acting the way she acts, like, you know, and, yeah, dude, like, I don't know,
She played the role well, most definitely.
I was just enjoying how like, you know, it's hard to act like you're an alien it's hard to act like you believe she's an alien, but they did a great, you know what I'm saying, how they played their roles and did that whole little thing. It was just because they weren't trying to be funny, but it was funny. Like they didn't try to like they were serious the whole entire time, but it was funny in lots of parts because of simply they think she's an alien and he's trying to get to the mother. Like it was just
extremist. Yeah, it was
it was just fun.
All right, yeah, definitely. Unique factors for me. This movie doesn't do too much to separate itself from others, but the themes and the messages in this movie I definitely appreciate. I appreciate all the edits that they did, the cinematography, like a lot of the scenes and shots were really cool and kept you engaged in the movie. The soundtrack was good. There was a lot of intense moments in the movie, and they had music that fit those scenes and made them memorable. So definitely kudos for that. What about you, Emmanuel? Anything unique?
Unique. I think the whole darn thing is unique. Like I don't remember seeing a movie, not recently at least, where they kidnap someone because they think she's an alien. Like like the whole, like on the broad spectrum, the whole story of the thing I think was kind of unique, and they did well playing their roles. I think, yeah, I think the whole movie was kind of unique in that aspect.
Great point. Any issues with the movie that you have?
I mean, it was not, you know, my favorite genres are like action and comedy, and this was definitely not an action. It had some good, like suspenseful, like action parts to it. Definitely wasn't a comedy meant to be a comedy, but it had a funny tone to it. So it was kind of like I don't even know where to put it as far as a genre,
I'll
but
put it in the sci-fi for sure. Sci-fi movie.
yeah. So to me, I just think that, you know, I really don't even know how to answer the question. To me, it was just like not exactly my top genre, but I like for what it was, I think it was a good movie. Like I knew what I was getting myself into, and it was way better than I thought it would be, and it was good.
Agreed. The movie definitely exceeded my expectations. I have no issues with this movie at all. Great acting from Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons as well. The flashback scenes made sense. They progressed the story. Not a perfect movie for sure, but nothing stood out enough to make me want to take points away from it.
Yeah, no, nothing I could think of really.
So give me your score and your conclusion for this movie.
Oh wow, that's a tough one because if I do take points off, I would just be taking points off because it's not one of my favorite genres. You know, it's not like it's not like an action movie like John Wick where they're shooting people, and it's not a comedy, you know, where there's constantly funny stuff happening, which are my two favorites. So this movie is kind of like a sci-fi, I guess, drama, which is, you know, with me, you're already moving kind of down the list to like third and fourth favorite. And so I wouldn't give it an A simply because it's not my favorite genre, but considering I understand that what genre it is, and I understand they did a great job acting, the movie was unique. I mean, I want to give it an A, but it's just because I'm me, just because it's not my favorite genre. I want to say let's give it an 8 out of 10.
If you had to make a top 5 movie list for this year, for all the movies you've seen this year, would you see Bugonia getting in that top 5? Right now, if you had to make it today, would you say Bugonia is getting in the top 5?
Oh wow, I'd have to go back and see all the movies that I saw, but there were definitely worse movies I saw. There's definitely worse movies for sure. I'm trying to think of some that I saw that were better. This could possibly be in the top
I
5.
think this is definitely could be in my top 5 as well.
Yeah, it definitely could be. I would have to go and like actually look and see what the whole, like every movie I've seen this year.
All right, for me, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. I thought the ending was fitting after looking up what the title means. Bugonia refers to an ancient Greek myth in which bees were thought to spontaneously generate from the carcass of a cow. And that's kind of what happens in the end here. Like, we find out Michelle actually is an alien, and they decided to experiment with the human race. And once this whole ordeal happened and she escaped, they brought that experiment to an end, and they basically killed everyone. And then you see the bees starting to come back, and that's like bringing nature back and a whole rebirth and reset for Earth. So yeah, overall I thought the movie was good, had a lot of messages, great tone, and it's one of those movies, like, when it's over, you might want to go do some research on some of the things that they were trying to convey during the movie for sure. So I definitely recommend y'all to go watch it and let us know what you think about it in the comments.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Do see it. And yeah, it was a good movie. It's funny we gave the same rating, but yeah, really great job.
Yes, sir.
From everyone involved over there. Good job, man.
Yeah. All right, so moving forward, not too long ago, IMAX had revealed their 2026 film slate. Just want to shoot the list off real quick and let y'all know what movies you can expect to see on IMAX next year. I'm pretty hyped for 2026 movies. I think they'll be a lot better than this year's. This year's movies were okay. I thought last year's were better, but next year is definitely priming to be a great year for movies. So let me just get into this list. First we have Mercy. I have not heard of that movie before, but it's coming out January 23rd. We have The Bride, March 6th. Another movie I have not heard about, but definitely going to do some research in these movies for sure. And we'll be providing some more information when the time is right. Just, giving a list off. Project Hail Mary, March 20th. Now, I am aware of that movie. That's the space movie with Ryan Gosling. Looking to be very good. Definitely expect us to talk about that. The Super Mario Galaxy movie, April 3rd. Definitely going to check that out. There's a movie called Michael, April 24th. Not sure what that is. Mortal Kombat 2, May 8th. Definitely going to be checking that out. First Mortal Kombat was kind of mid, but they might have been able to fix what was wrong with it in the second, hopefully. The Mandalorian and Grogu, May 22nd. Definitely hyped for that one. Mandalorian is a great show, especially the second season, probably the best of all the seasons. Toy Story 5, June 19th. Can't believe they're still doing Toy Story movies, but that'll be coming out. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, June 26th. And we saw Supergirl at the end of the Superman movie, so her character looks like a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to exploring that. Minions 3, July 1st. I've never seen a Minions movie, honestly. I know what it is and how popular, but just not a fan. Moana, coming July 10th. Not sure if this is a sequel or something else. I know that they have other Moana movies, but it's not with the numbers, just titled Moana. The Odyssey, that's a big movie that's supposed to be coming out, starring what's his name? Thor, Chris
Hemsworth?
Thor. Yeah, that's the guy that plays Thor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's the main character in that. That's definitely, movie's got a lot of hype. Flowervale Street, unfamiliar with that, but it's coming August 14th. Resident Evil, September 18th. I'm super hyped for Resident Evil. Great video games. I own most of them. And this movie is directed by Zach Krieger, the man behind Barbarian and the recent hit Weapons. So definitely looking forward to what he's going to bring to the table for Resident Evil. There's a Tom Cruise movie coming out October 2nd. We've got Street Fighter. Street Fighter's coming out October 16th. Definitely looking forward to that. 50 Cent is in the movie. The rapper 50 Cent, he's playing one of the Street Fighter characters. There's a Hunger Games movie, Sunrise on the Reaping. November 20th, there's a new Narnia movie. I've never seen any of the Narnia movies, but there's a new one coming out November 26th. Avengers Doomsday. Everyone's hyped for that. You know, we got Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom. So that's going to be awesome. December 18th. And then there's also Dune Part 3. They're making a Part 3. Hopefully it's better than Part 2. Part 1 is still my favorite. And that's coming to theaters December 18th. So that is a full list for the IMAX release for 2026. Emmanuel, based on this list, what are the 3 movies you're looking forward to?
The top 3?
Yes, sir. You say them in any order.
Man, I got at least 6 or 7 on that list. So my top 3 that I would see. Okay, so I'm just gonna definitely Mandalorian and Grogu. Definitely the Avengers movie. And goodness, I guess you could say in theater, right?
Yes.
It's a really tough one, but I would say to see Super Mario in
Super
theater.
Mario. Okay. All right. For me, well, obviously Resident Evil. Definitely super hyped for that. I think that the director is going to bring a good story. The past Resident Evil movies haven't been the best, but hopefully, I trust that this guy is going to do a good job. The Weapons movie was awesome. I think he'll definitely be able to bring a great Resident Evil movie to the table. Avengers Doomsday, definitely hyped for that. Can't wait to see Doom on the screen, especially after that Fantastic Four end credit with him coming to take the baby. I mean, the anticipation is incredible. And for number 3, I want to say Project Hail Mary. Ryan Gosling, he seemed like he's going to do a good job. The story seems good. It's in space. A lot of cool visuals in the trailers that I've seen. So definitely looking forward to seeing that on the big screen, IMAX. And we'll definitely be providing more information on these movies as more information comes out for sure. But that's the episode for today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, whatever you have to do to boost the page up. We appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that's out there listening. And we look forward to bringing you the next episode. Be sure to check out all the past episodes. We've got standalone movie reviews up as well. So be sure to check them out, guys. We appreciate y'all, and thanks for listening. And we'll see you on the next one.
Until next time.